name is Caroline. Welcome to my channel, my stitch corner, my little corner of the internet where I talk all about cross stitch, sewing, knitting and all the crafty things I get up to. And today also about my craft room. This is going to be my craft room tour. I will show you around the room. You see a little bit in my background. Yeah, I did clean up a little bit because I just filmed my last Flosstube video before. That's also why I have the same t-shirt on. I'm not going to change for this. Also, today is a very hot day. It's way too hot for the middle of April. So you will see me in my shorts, in my not so fashionable shorts, I might add, but I'm not a fashion YouTuber, I'm a Flosstuber, so who cares? You will also see my very wide legs because it's April and I haven't been out in the sun. Yeah, and why will you see those? Because I have a big mirror on that side. You will see soon. As I said, I tidied up a little bit, but I did not clean. So, I mean, it's not very dirty in here, but I have a carpet because in winter it gets quite cold from the bottom up. And I have not vacuumed that because my husband needs the vacuum right now. Anything else? Yeah, so a little bit about that room in general before we start. Will have timestamps down below where we start the room tour in earnest if you don't want to hear about that, but it's quite interesting actually. So my husband and I live in an apartment, a small apartment, which is only like a living room and a bedroom. And we have been here for 7 years, I think, and we love the area, we love the apartment itself, but it's too small for us. Or it has been too small for us because we both have hobbies that need space. And so we were talking about maybe going somewhere else for a bigger place, but we really like it here, so we didn't want to move. And then about 1.5 years ago, we found out that our neighbors that were living in an even smaller apartment than the one we were renting were moving out. And yeah, I managed to rent that apartment as well. So we have 2 apartments in 2 buildings next to each other right now, which is a big luxury, and I recognize that, and I'm so happy that we can do that. The fortunate thing is that the rent is very reasonable where we live, and yeah, so we basically now have an apartment that we use for working from home when we work from home, all our hobbies, and a lot of storage. And yeah, this is why I have this wonderful room here now that my neighbor just rang because my cat wanted to go in. So yeah, what I was saying is we have 2 apartments now, and my cat also knows that, and sometimes he's waiting in front of the door and waiting for someone to let him in here because he only has a cat door at the other apartment. Mario, what is it? Do you want to be the star again? Yes, you will be. I will show him to you soon. Yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to say in the beginning anyway. So let me get behind the camera and show you around my little paradise here. Okay, so this is the view when you stand at the door from a craft room. We have a Mario here. He is not, yeah, hi, always in here, obviously. And I will just pan for a moment to let you see the whole room. I hope I'm not shaking too much. Okay, yeah, and let's start here. So here I have some stuff and a lot of bins where I keep scraps, fabric scraps, basically. Yeah. Those are, I think, trash bins from IKEA, and they work perfectly for this purpose. Then we have the big, I don't know if I can show you the whole thing, closet here with a mirror, some more storage up there. In the first compartment is my fabric stash. Yep. Those basically in here are fabrics for garment sewing. Up there is different kinds of things, some felt on the top. Then we get onto, quilting fabrics and batting on the bottom. It's organized, but it's not extremely tidy because obviously I work with it. And then we have me. And here is the next area. Yeah, and a chatty cat. On the top, some knitting extras. Then the 3 bins are my cross-stitch fabric. Here I have patterns for sewing and sewing stuff. And in here just little knickknacks, sewing threads, zippers, other small things, measuring tapes, all the tiny things, and a tiny Mario who is being super cute. Yes, you are. Oh. Yes, you are going to be the star, not the craft room. You are, yes. Oh. Oh, can I get back to my video now? Yeah? Is it okay? Okay. Yeah, so as I said, I mean, it's not too tidy, but it works for me. I find what I need. And then in the last one here, we have, yes. So up there, just random crafty stuff, then cross-stitch books and magazines and some envelopes. And then here I have my DMCs on Flosstubes. And back here I have my button collection. I have a ton of buttons and a diamond painting in between, obviously, that I got off of, eBay and stuff. Here I have some kitted projects, patterns, random sheets of paper. Down here I have small cross-stitch scraps, things I need to sort, tags and stuff to kit projects. Here I have, my CXC threads. I bought the whole set. And down there are, fancy threads. Hi, oh, hi. Yeah, and some more just extra DMC, the Salkis I just bought, random Krynic and stuff, and back there is my UFOs and other small things. My cat is, saying hello to the camera, so. On the next side of the room we have my window looking out to the forest, which is amazing, and that I sit in front of when I'm filming. Up here I have an old Singer sewing machine and an old sewing case that I have all my needles in. Then the cross stitch I bought a few weeks ago in Vienna. And here is just yeah, a cart with trash bin, some papers and stickers and stuff down here. And this is, I love this. This is my ironing table that I kind of built. This was a sewing table with a built-in sewing machine. I'm gonna show you that one later, sorry. This is from the 70s, I think. And I added the top with some batting for ironing, obviously. And I changed out the feet and added some wheels so that I can roll this around, and my husband printed those adapters for me so that everything would fit. Down here is a not so nice box full of finishing supplies for cross stitch. Maybe I will pretty this up one day, but it works for now. In here we have my serger and ironing supplies, tailor's ham, tailor's sausage up there. And in those, there's nothing much in here. In here I have all my cross stitch finishes. I still have to FFO. Yep, there are a lot. And some more iron-on fusible interfacings in here. Okay, let's move on. Iron. Small ironing board for sleeves and stuff that I also use as a tripod when I'm filming. And then we have my desk and my chair. This is where I, film, where I was just stumbling over my cat again. Where I work when I work from home. And yeah, this side here, you can change the height, and I wanted to have that one as well, just for more desk area, which works super great. I have a ring light that I don't really use because I prefer to film with natural light. A small metal, what is it, shelving area that holds all my extra needle minders. And a lot of junk. It's not tidy, but it is what it is. Yeah. Nice mirror up there. And then we are on to the next side of the room. This side is really pretty. The girl who lived here before me had made this, all of this, because this is where her bed was. And I really like it, and that's also the reason why a lot of the room is blue, because I was inspired. So, as I said, desk, monitor for working, and up here I just have a book about knitting, a cross stitch finish that is not really in season, buttons, an old vintage iron, diamond painting leftovers that I could get rid of. Yeah. Here in that corner I have a cozy seat, and I recently got an extra lamp. I could cross stitch here, it would be a great spot, but I usually cross stitch in the other apartment on the sofa instead. So this is most of the time there's stuff on here. Sometimes I do some hand sewing, or my cat likes this as his throne as well, so yeah. And also a footrest, which is really handy. And we are on to the last side of the room already. Yeah. Up here we have another vintage sewing machine. This one is the sewing machine that was in my ironing desk. I removed it and put it up here. It is working, but I'm not really sewing on it. Then we have all my quilting rulers up here and my cutting desk. And down here is, in the back is where my knitting stuff is, trash can, paper trash can. I have my sewing machine up here because it's in my background when I'm filming. A printer and the big table with an ironing mat, which is perfect for cutting stuff. And in here, scissors, rotary cutter, cat there. So yeah, and the door again with some hangers. And that's it. Yeah, and now you have seen my craft room. I hope you didn't get dizzy or nauseous from me shaking the camera. I'm not used to being behind the camera and holding it, basically. Yeah. I hope you liked what you saw. Sorry, my cat's shaking the camera. Yes, you are. If you want to see anything else in more detail, please let me know. I could show you my floss storage probably in more detail, but now you have an overview of my craft room. It's perfect. I love that I have so many spaces that I don't have to remove the ironing table, the cutting table. It's just very, very convenient for me. Yes, yeah. And you can jump on all of the things. And I love it. I really love it how it is and that I have this luxury. I'm really glad about that. So thank you so much for watching my craft room tour. It was nice to film something different for a time. And now I have to go play with my cat. Hope to see you soon. Bye!